Back, nerds. Last video went off without a hitch. No tech problems. No need to do a recap this time around. Not a video recap, anyways. Oh, for the love of... We were one step away from getting back into town. One. Why? What are goblins doing right behind us? Anyways. So, going back into Salamand. So we're going to report to Nellie. What happened to her dad last time around? He stopped the boulder from killing us, and he didn't make it out. Oh, no. We can't just cast life on him. And that's all she has to say? Okay. I, was expecting something a little more dramatic. So yeah, we can't just cast life, just can't use a phoenix down. No, he's just dead. Really, playing these earlier games really nullifies that whole argument with Final Fantasy VII. There's a long history here of people just being dead. Okay. Everyone's getting life. It's just too important not to have it. Okay. Go buy some high potions just in case. And some phoenix down. Cottage just in case. Ether just in case. Alright, so we got the goddess bell. So I can go back to Kachand, whatever name of it is. Might as well just bring up their magic levels while we're journeying. Hey, his fire leveled up. It's a long trip, so maybe it'll be fire level 3 by the time we get back. Yay, Guy's fire leveled up. Does this do... Okay. Because Guy has a sword and an axe, he has a pretty severe magic penalty. And I think Maria with the mace has a penalty right now as well. Also, it's not splitting the damage, so... Okay, so single target does more damage. When you hit everyone, it kind of splits the damage and does a little bit less. Let's see if there's maybe a different bow or a different staff weapon she could have. Bring up her magic proficiency a little bit. Fear. I'm gonna go with another copy of Asuna. Just in case. Saying that a lot. I have no idea what this game is going to throw at me, so I'm going to be ready. Eh. Hey, fire level 4. Okay. It's inefficient, but brings up stats I've been kind of neglecting this whole time. Fire 4 is about twice as much as what Fire 3 was doing. That's pretty good. Yep, guy's magic went up. That's what I wanted. Round them out a little bit more. That way, bleh, that why. Me no English good. If I bring up their magic stats, I won't be relying on Maria so heavily when it comes to boss battle time. Ooh, I can just go this way. Okay. Because those last few bosses, a little more challenging than I'm used to from the first game. The difficulty is definitely a little higher than Final Fantasy 1. And I think that's mostly just from the weird Saga Frontier Romancing Saga leveling system. It's really not bad, it's just really different. Very nice, okay. Indifferent is good when it comes to RPGs and stuff. There's so many of them that just do the generic template, and they're not really all that exciting. No one's clamoring for a Beyond the Beyond remake. Of course, when it comes to stuff that's really different, people are asking for a Legend of Dragoon remake. That game had a combat system that was rhythm-based. Like you had to time your button presses. And it was just solid. It was a really good PlayStation 1 RPG. Was it PlayStation 1 or was it PlayStation 2? Now I can't remember. Saving just in case. Sunfire blazes brightly. Key item, Goss's Bell. Key item, Goss's Bell. That's the item we had to get to hold onto the Sunfire. I have the item. Why is it not working? Do I really have to go back and talk to the princess after, like, every single quest? That seems like what I have to do. I went halfway around the world for nothing. Okay, we got some good stats out of it, but still, this is... That's frustrating. That is just so frustrating. I can't even just teleport back to town. I need to go all the way back to the boat and take the boat over. Oh well. So I guess while I'm doing this, might as well just talk some latest gaming news. At Tokyo Game Show was this last week. Actually, it's still going on right now. Just to really, date this video. Big news out of it? Besides all the Yakuza games, and that's a totally different topic. When it comes to old school Japanese role-playing games, Suikoden. It's getting remastered. Not even just the first game. The first 2 games in one bundle. New graphics, updated music, a fresh localization, because the translation for the original games was, not the best. That is amazing news, and I am incredibly excited about it. Mostly because Suikoden 2 in particular is one of the best JRPGs of all time. The first one is also good. The second one is just way better. Like, it is a top 5 all-time JRPG. Never played them. Suikoden games have you collecting 101 different allies, and you can't use all of them in battle, but you'll like build up a base, like a town or an abandoned castle, that sort of thing. And so you have some allies that like just run the shops at your base. Others will run like hot springs or like a cooking mini game. A really good cooking mini game, by the way. The second one just totally had Iron Chef before Iron Chef was a thing here in the United States. So it's really good. And the combat system is also kind of cool. You can use runes and you attach those to different characters, or some characters come with some built in, and that gives them all their magic spells and special abilities. So you can really mix or match. I was excited for a moment when I saw more people here in town after the attack. Uh-huh. I had a feeling that I had missed out on these... Well, not on these spells in particular, but just some magic spells, so... I just wanted to check in and see what it had for sale. And so in the battles in Suikoden, um, you can also use combo attacks with different characters. And these combo attacks can be based off of like the relationships different characters have. And you can have anywhere from like 2 characters using one to 3 to 4, all the way up to 5. And so just add something nice to it. It's not your usual just select fight or defend sort of system. We bought that bell with Joseph's life. We cannot let his death be in vain. We must take the bell to Kashaun Keep at once, now that you've talked to me and triggered the next event that'll happen. Because apparently this is basically made in RPG Maker. I had to go all the way back just for that one line of dialogue. That is so frustrating. I'll try to use warp, see what happens. I'm just gonna have her just using protect and bringing up the level. They'll just raise our defenses more, I guess. Oh, jeez, press the wrong button. Okay. Gotta go talk to him to get on the ship. I have seen this ship animation over a dozen times now. Could fly to Kashaun Keep. But I want to save my money. Just in case. So instead, I'm just going to walk and do battles and just level up our spells, just like I did last time. Which means that for you, you get to hear me talk about how disappointed I was with the later Suikoden games. Because 1 and 2, really good. 3, oh. 3 introduced a new gimmick. See, in 3, you get to play as like 3 different lead characters for like the first 2 chapters of the game. And you'll get to see these 3 different stories, and eventually they intersect and it becomes a actual Suikoden game. It takes a while to get to the point where they intersect. It is much longer, and it is not nearly as much fun. I mean, maybe it is. That one I was playing when I was in college, so I, oddly enough, didn't have the time to really dive into it like I did the first 2. Why do I always go the wrong way? So maybe if I went back to Suikoden 3, I'd really like it. But I just remember just being a disappointment compared to Suikoden 2. And then Suikoden 5. Suikoden 5. I can't remember anything about Suikoden 5. I don't think I ever played it. Suikoden 4 was you had a ship and it was all naval, watery, ship-based stuff. And I didn't like it as much. Didn't get too far into that one. It didn't grab me. So while I'm happy for the franchise to be coming back, I'm even happier that it's the two best games in the franchise. And a lot of people that are on the team of the franchise broke off on their own, eventually made their own studio, and they release a game, the Eludian Chronicles is what they're working on, which has a action RPG side-scrolling spin-off prequel, I guess, since Eludian Chronicles 100 Heroes isn't out yet. Eludian Chronicles Rising is available on the Xbox Game Pass. I'm probably going to check that out at some point. Just because I really liked those first two games in Suikoden. If I went back, I might like the other ones. But since it's mostly the same, it's some of the same team, might as well play it, check it out, see how it works. When it comes to side-scrolling RPGs, I think the last one I actually played... Oh god, the last one I played. Oh, I don't even know if I should say this out loud. Super Neptunia RPG. I use the goddess spell. Nothing happens. Okay. New plan. What am I missing? What am I overlooking? I'm overlooking something. I don't know what it is. Okay. I'm going to just stop here. This was an episode in which nothing happened. That's amazing. Just nothing. I made no progress. I really captured the retro JRPG experience, though. Just wandering around, banging your head against the wall until you can figure out who you're supposed to talk to and what you're supposed to do. I mean, is Gordon hiding somewhere, and I have to go talk to him and bring him with me? Is that where this is going? It probably is. But where is he? I don't know. Alright, so, next episode. The search for Gordon. I also talked about Suikoden. Great game. Should really play it. Alright. I'll see you nerds later.